she sent me the wrong screenshot. My girlfriend sent me a screenshot meant for someone else. What was in it ended everything. We were 6 months in. Things were great. At least I thought they were. One night she sent me a random screenshot, just a blurry pic of our texts from a few days before. I was confused, so I replied, "What's this for?" No answer. 10 minutes later, she called me, panicked. "I didn't mean to send that to you." I looked closer. At the top of the screen was her camera roll. 3 thumbnails visible. One was our convo. The other 2? One was a shirtless pic of some guy in her bed. The other? A selfie of her kissing him, captioned, "Can't wait till I dump the nice one." She tried to backpedal. Said it was complicated. That it just happened once. That I don't understand what we have. I didn't argue. I just forwarded the screenshot to her mom, her sister, and the group chat she added me to last week. Then I blocked her. And the best part? Her new guy? He messaged me the next day. "Yo, thanks for the heads up. She told me you were her brother."
She slept with her ex on our wedding night. Our wedding night was perfect until it wasn't. We danced, drank, laughed. She said she was tired, went up to the hotel room early. I stayed behind with some friends. At 2 a.m. I got a weird feeling. I checked her location. She wasn't in our hotel. She was at a place across town. I drove there, waited in the car, and then she walked out with her ex, arm around her waist, still in her wedding dress. She froze when she saw me, said nothing, just started crying. Turns out she'd been seeing him the entire time we were engaged. She married me because he wasn't ready. And the second I said I do, she ran back to him. I went back to the hotel, packed my stuff, left the ring on the table. The next morning, I canceled everything. Honeymoon, name change, joint accounts. When people asked what happened, I just said, she had somewhere else to be.
He proposed to both of us. On the same weekend, I thought I was the luckiest woman alive. Until I found out I was one of 2. He proposed to me in the mountains. Candlelight tears, the whole fairy tale. I posted the ring on Instagram the next morning. My phone blew up. One DM stood out. "Hey, this might sound insane, but I think we're engaged to the same guy." At first, I laughed. Then she sent me a picture of her ring. Same design, same handwritten proposal speech, same exact weekend, just one day apart. We compared notes. Same lies, same job trips, same mom's birthday excuse. I didn't cry. I got smart. We agreed to meet him at the same restaurant. The same night, each of us thinking it was a surprise celebration. He walked in, saw us both at the table. His face turned ghost white. He tried to speak. We didn't let him. She stood up, dropped her ring in his drink. I dropped mine in his lap. Then we walked out to... Turns out, he was good at planning. He just forgot to plan for the part where we compared...
She thought I was in a coma. I heard everything. They thought I was unconscious, but I heard every word. After the motorcycle crash, I was in a medically induced coma, or that's what they told my girlfriend. What they didn't know was that I woke up after 2 days. I just couldn't move or speak. So I lay there, stuck in my own body, while people came and went. Nurses, family, friends. Then she walked in. She cried, whispered, "I love you, but I can't wait around forever." I wanted to scream. But then she said the name of the one person I never expected. My best friend. I didn't plan this, but I love him now. She kissed my forehead and left. He came in the next day, thinking I couldn't hear him. "If you don't wake up, I'll take care of her." I heard it all. Every betrayal, every whisper. Days later, I moved my fingers, then my arms. By the end of the week, I was talking. They came in together, holding hands, trying to act like they were just concerned friends. I said, "Funny thing about comas. Sometimes you hear everything." The silence that followed was better than revenge. I never saw either of them again.
I caught her on a stranger's livestream. TikTok saved me from marrying a cheater. I was scrolling late one night and paused on a livestream. It looked like some party downtown. People dancing, loud music, just background noise. Then the camera shifted, and there she was, my fiancée, in a tight red dress I'd never seen before, sitting on a guy's lap, kissing his neck, laughing, oblivious to the fact she was being streamed to thousands of people. I thought I was hallucinating, took a screen recording, went to her location it matched. I didn't confront her that night. I waited. The next morning, she came home, said she stayed at a friend's. I asked, was it a girls' night or a live stream night? She froze. I played the clip. Her jaw dropped. She started begging, crying. I walked out without saying a word. The wedding, canceled. The live stream, still saved in my favorites. just in case I ever forget why I dodged the biggest bullet of my life.
Her Apple Watch snitched and saved me. I never wanted to check her messages, but her Apple Watch didn't give me a choice. We were making breakfast. She left her watch charging in the kitchen while she went to shower. I walked by and saw a message come through. Can't wait to see you again tonight. Same hotel? I froze. Then came another. Last night was amazing. You're incredible. No name, just a number. I snapped a photo and didn't say a word. For 2 weeks, I played it cool. Let her go on her girls' nights. Watched her leave in that same perfume she never wore for me. Meanwhile, I synced her watch to my old iPad. All the messages came through. Photos, videos, room numbers. She was cheating with someone from her office. So I made a plan. I booked the same hotel. Same night. Waited until she walked in with him. And then I walked in too, smiling. She gasped. He ran. I didn't chase him. I just handed her the watch. You left this charging. Then I walked out and never came back.
He proposed to me with her ring. He got down on one knee, pulled out a beautiful ring, and I recognized it instantly. We'd been together for years. Through everything. His job loss, my mom's cancer, long distance for 18 months. So when he said he had a surprise dinner planned, I was already crying before we sat down. Halfway through dessert, he got nervous. Started talking about forever, then reached into his coat pocket. I gasped. A ring box? He opened a gorgeous vintage oval diamond, rose gold. But my stomach dropped, because I'd seen that ring before. On his ex's Instagram, the one he swore he hadn't talked to in years. I pretended to be stunned, said yes, hugged him. Then I quietly messaged his ex that night. Cute ring, just curious. You ever give it back? She replied instantly, no. I pawned it 2 years ago. So guess what? He bought back her pawned engagement ring and used it to propose to me. A literal secondhand symbol of love. I ghosted him the next day, blocked his number, packed my stuff, and left him a note. You always wanted a woman who would accept less. I'm just not her.
My brother's fiancé called me by the wrong name. At my brother's engagement party, his fiancé hugged me and whispered, I missed you, Alex. My name isn't Alex. I froze, because Alex was his ex, and also my best friend, who moved overseas a year ago after a messy breakup. I tried to laugh it off, but she looked pale. Later that night, I checked her Instagram. Hidden in her tagged photos was a private post from 3 months ago. It was her, kissing Alex. Same necklace, same ring. Now I don't know how to tell my brother that he's engaged to a liar, and possibly so is Alex.
My doorbell rang at 3:17 a.m. No one was there. Last night, my doorbell rang at 3:17 a.m. I live alone, in the middle of nowhere. I checked the security cam. No one on the porch. But the timestamp clearly showed movement. Just a shadow, flickering at the edge of the frame. I figured it was a glitch. Until it happened again. Same time, same shadow. On the third night, I waited by the door, phone in hand. 3:17 hits. The bell rings. Nothing on camera, but this time, I heard breathing. Soft, raspy, right outside the door. I yanked it open. Empty. Then my phone buzzed.
New notification. Motion detected inside your living room.
I wasn't inside.
I saw a copy of myself watching me sleep. I woke up around 2 a.m. to use the bathroom. As I walked back to bed, I saw someone sitting on the edge of it. At first, I thought it was my partner. Then I realized they were away for the weekend. The figure turned to face me. It was me. Same hair, same pajamas. It smiled and whispered, "Go back to sleep. I've got this." I blacked out. Woke up the next morning alone. But when I checked the hallway camera, there were 2 of me walking back into the bedroom. Only one came out.
My brother went missing 10 years ago. He just knocked on my door. My brother disappeared when he was 15. One night he just never came home. No note, no sign of struggle. Just gone. We searched for months, years. Eventually, everyone gave up, except me. Tonight, someone knocked on my door. I opened it, and there he was, still 15. Same hoodie, same haircut, same stupid chipped tooth. He hadn't aged a day. I just stared at him. He looked confused and said, "Why do you look so old?" I asked him where he'd been. He said, "I was in my room. Then the lights went out, and when they came back on, it was dark, and I was outside your house." He doesn't remember anything else. I called my mom. She cried so hard she couldn't speak. We're taking him to the hospital tomorrow. But here's the part I haven't told anyone. When I hugged him, he whispered in my ear. They let me go, but they said if I talk about it, they'll come for you next.
The voice in the baby monitor. I heard my daughter talking to someone over the baby monitor at 2 a.m., but I was holding her in my arms. When my baby started babbling in the middle of the night, I checked the monitor to see if she was awake. I froze. She was sound asleep in my arms. Yet the monitor was picking up her voice clear as day, chatting with someone. Who are you? She whispered. A raspy voice replied, I used to live here. I turned the monitor off and bolted to the nursery empty, of course. The next night, the same thing. This time, I heard, don't worry. I'll rock you to sleep when your mommy's gone. I tore the thing apart, disconnected everything, burned the damn monitor in the fire pit. 3 nights later, I was putting her down when she looked over my shoulder and said, she's back, mommy. She doesn't need the monitor anymore.